The hacking problem in Overwatch has been getting a lot worse. Blizzard just released a blog post explaining how they're handling it. Defense Matrix activated. Season 12 is just around the corner, launching tomorrow on August 20th. And we have exciting news in our efforts to stop disruptive and harmful play in Overwatch 2. Defense Matrix is our initiative that works to make Overwatch 2 a fun, safe, and fair competitive hero shooter that is inclusive for everyone. So let's jump into what's been happening and what we have in store coming Season 12 and beyond. Cheaters are not heroes. Cheating is an ongoing problem in every skill-based game, and Overwatch 2 is no exception. Cheating is a premeditative behavior where player deliberately intends to ruin the experience for others, and is not tolerated in our community. Cheats like aim bots and wall hacks wreck the experience for all players. Our team has been hard at work to stop the hacks and mods that enable cheating, plus remove cheaters and those who take advantage of cheaters. Today, we're pleased to announce that we have banned over 500,000 accounts that have been found to be cheating. We have also suspended or banned over 40,000 accounts that intentionally group up with cheating accounts as well. Hey, when they flaunt how many accounts they've banned, I'm not sure if we're supposed to be impressed by this number because this is how many have access to the cheats that work. It would be more impressive if they could stop the new cheaters as opposed to just ban the ones that get through, which is what they say next. But our work doesn't end with just identifying and removing cheaters. It's important to also take out hacks that enable cheats altogether. We're hard at work on new anti-cheat technologies and are looking forward to stopping cheats in their tracks. As usual, we don't like to reveal details on what we're doing to make this happen. However, we hope by showing the efforts to remove 500,000 cheaters from the game shows we've made great strides to stop cheaters in their tracks and will always continue to do so. I think with the new hero coming out, they're trying to ramp up to make Season 12 seem as friendly to come back as possible. It seems to me they're pulling out all the stops and levers that they know they can pull to try to get players to come back. The SR reset tends to do that. Casual players certainly leave the game altogether due to hacking. Well, let's see if they put their money where their mouth is tomorrow. The next section is about console, playing fair on consoles. In Season 11, we launched full preventative measures to detect anyone on console that was using an unapproved peripheral to enable mouse and keyboard inputs into console pools. While this led to banning thousands of the worst offenders who maliciously used those devices to climb competitive ranks in Season 10, players who attempt to use an unapproved peripheral will now lose access to competitive play and will be relegated to the PC input pool for all unranked game modes. This has greatly improved the quality of ranked play for those who play on console. Alternatively, guys, they could just increase the aim assist on controllers so that the controller was an advantage, but that's a debate we ain't trying to have right now. Next section, control your team experience. As mentioned in our recent Director's Take blog, our Avoid as Teammate feature is getting an update that will better enable all our players to play with teammates that you can rely on. Starting in Season 12, you'll be able to add up to 15 players to your Avoid as Teammate list. This will help tailor the match experience to keep you from being queued in the same team as someone you don't sync with well. You'll also be able to order these players in order of preference from which players you absolutely don't want to play with versus those you would rather avoid if you can help it. For those ranked below Grandmasters, you'll likely be able to avoid all 15 players on your list every match. Those on higher end of the competitive ranks where there are fewer players available to match with may still see some of your avoided players that are lower in priority, especially when your queue time gets longer. But don't worry, you'll be able to pin up to 3 players to absolutely avoid to keep on your Avoid as Teammate list indefinitely. When your list is full and you want to avoid a new player, they will be added automatically to the top of the list of players who are not pinned, and the player who's at the bottom of your list will drop off. You can reset the timer at any time for a player to move them back up to the top of the list. Players who are not pinned will be taken off your Avoid as Teammate list after a total of 7 days. It certainly sucks that Blizzard didn't deliver on the PvE endlessly replayable experience, but finally giving us the Avoid as Teammate feature is almost as endlessly replayable. Next section, optimizing in-match reporting. We have new details on improving the reporting and social features in-game to share. We're adding a new feature to the scoreboard where you can now directly regulate the text chat or voice chat of any of your teammates and opponents. You'll be able to directly mute the text chat or voice chat of any of your teammates, opponents, or yourself. Plus, adjust individual volume for each player's voice. You'll also have a quick 2-click button to file an instant report for any disruptive player in your match. These new features are tailored especially around console players to make it easy and quick to stop and find each action with just a few button presses while the match is still in progress. Stay tuned to see these social and reporting features in a future season coming soon. They made it sound like this is coming out tomorrow, but it's going to be coming out soon, TM. Keep in mind, guys, the report system works best when you file the report close to proximity to the inciting incident itself. So as soon as someone is doing something objectionable, you should try to file the report immediately, and it does work. I have seen that thank you for reporting card many, many times. Last section, update to Streamer Protect. Knowing when you encounter a disruptive player is important because it can allow you to safeguard yourself by adjusting your social features to mute that disruptive player or warn your friends who may be playing with you that the player is likely to be a problem. We've heard feedback that players who like to cheat or disruptive use our Streamer Protect tools to cover their own identity, making it difficult for players to quickly identify them if they are encountering that player in a previous match. A lot of time, players who are disruptive or like to cheat are often on relatively newer accounts with very little playtime. Our Streamer Protect tools are intended for our long-standing players and content creators who don't want to be targeted by disruptive players to ruin their games. With this in mind, we'll be restricting access to the Hide My Name feature of Streamer Protect for those who don't have the Unrelenting Hero Challenge completed, which requires winning 1,750 games of Overwatch in any game mode. This change will empower our seasoned players to use the Streamer Protect tool properly and not abuse it through the secondary accounts intended to cause disruption in games. Season 12 is tomorrow, guys. Clash, Juno, Ranked Reset, and surely a balance patch, right? To make sure not to miss out what Overwatch has in store for us, like this video if you did enjoy it, and click the sub button and the bell icon to actually get notified when our videos come out. That's been it for me. I've been Frito for your Overwatch. I'll see you guys next time.